Hare Vai 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 Hare
Vai
Gare Vai Hare 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. We have been discussing about Maya and Bhakti, the positive and negative. Positive being Bhakti, devotional worship, Prema Bhakti ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ, devotional worship, where you surrender everything. And then we were also discussing about Maya. Maya is an illusion, a negative energy. Not exactly negative, it depends how we use it. Because this all creation is Maya. Now, how we live in it, it depends on us. Here in this Shabad, Maharaj is combining both of these two things, Maya and Bhakti. Now, this Shabad is also associated with the confrontation with the Suli Khan in the history, and some intellectuals think that this Shabad was written after the confrontation with the Suli Khan. But we are going to understand this the way Gurbani is written. Gurbani is talking about the mind, the game of mind, how our mind is wandering, and how can we control our mind. In our physical world, whenever we have problems, there are friends who are going to give us advice. Even if somebody is not giving us an advice, our mind will have thoughts. I should do this, I should do that. So that's a state of a mind. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji is also telling us the state of mind. Maharaj says whenever somebody is in a problem, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती दुनिया में, any problem if we are having, how we resolve those issues in our mind, this is the crux of the story. Because then there was a confrontation with the Suli Khan, and remember, till the Guru Arjan Dev Ji's time, Maharaj didn't went in any kind of a battle with anybody. After Guru Arjan Dev Ji, from Tan Shri Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, the son of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the sixth Nanak, he started getting Shastrtari also, as in that martial arts also started in Sikhism. But till that time, there was no martial arts, nothing. So here in this Shabad, Maharaj is talking about when in this Maya, in this illusion, we have some problems, जो तो कोई problem होती है, how to resolve that? How to resolve these things? And people will give you a lot of advice, and the problem can be anything, right? It can be your personal problem, your work problem, anything. It can be anything, because we live in a society where we'll keep on having that stress, but we don't have to forget that what is the real purpose of our life, why we are here. Are we the physical body? Are we the mind? Who are we have to identify ourselves. आसा महला पंजवा, प्रथमे मता जे पत्री चलावूं, द्वितीय मता अंदे मानुख पहुंचावूं, तृतीय मता किच करूं उपाया, मैं सब किच छोड़ प्रभ तू ही त्याया. People associate this with the Suli Khan, that people advise Guru Arjan Dev Ji that why don't you send a letter of a negotiation with Suli Khan. We don't have to go in there. You can read the history. It's filled up. The internet is full of history and all. You can search it. The main thing what we have to understand here is, when we are having a problem, we always try to resolve it in some way or another with the discussions and everything. So the first thing Maharaj says, Prathame Mata Je Patri Chalavu. Now remember, Patri is two things. Here, in a lot of meanings, you will see the Patri's meaning is as in the letter. That letter should be sent to Suli Khan. We're not talking about that. Prathve Mata Je Patri Chalavu. What is Patri? Man ki Patri. There is a Patri of the mind also, as in the Lekha, the account. As in we do something about our karams, our actions. Prathme Mata Je Patri Chalavu. I should do something about my lekha, my account, my karams. Forget about the previous life karams. The karams, the actions which we have done in this life. good or bad. We need to see that. We need to self introspect what karams, what actions we do, good or bad. And we have to do that every day. Because if there is a filth of the mind, then why we have to figure it out the way how to remove that filth. अगर साडा मन मैला है, महाराज says in गुरबाणी, मन मैला तां सब किछ मैला, तन धोते मन अच्छा ना होए. Even if you will wash your physical body, you cannot still clean your mind. Mind is always and always dirty. And if mind is dirty, then everything is dirty. It doesn't matter. So we have to think what is this filth? What is this dirt? This dirt is of Maya, thoughts, Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattogun, which we have been discussing from last 2-3 days. Prathme mata je patri chalamu. I look into my own patri, my lekha, my karams. Dutiye mata doe manuk pahunchavu. Now, just because of this line, some people think that Guru Arjan Dev Ji, because of the confrontation, he sent 2 people to negotiate for him. Guru Sahib will never do that. And the answer is also in this Shabad itself. Maharaj is saying, what I did was, I tried to remain in the state of Sat and Santok. What is Sat and Santok? I try to be truthful. I try to be content. Dutiye mata due manuk pahunchavu. These, remember, Guru Pyare, we discussed this yesterday also, day before yesterday also. There are 5 doots, 5 thieves of Maya. When they are in Rajogun, their behavior is hopes, desires, wishes, anxiety, depression, and all that stuff. When they are in Tamogun, we will have thoughts of lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, slandering, gossiping, cheating, stealing, lying. But when they are in Sattogun, Sattogun is supposed to be good, but it is still part of the Maya. It's Sat, Santok, Sanchilta, as in to be truthful, to be content, to be in peace. Dutiye mata doe manuk pahunchavu. They are also the subtle bodies. They are subtle manuks. These doots, these thieves are also subtle. They are subtle. They are inside us. इस देही अंदर पंच चोर वसै, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह हंकारा, अमृत लुटे मनमुख नहीं बूझे, कोई ना सुने पुकारा. In our subtle body, these are 5 entities which keeps on giving us thoughts, because our mind has become a slave of Maya, illusion. And when we try to console ourselves and say, oh, I have to be, and live in truthful, I have to be, there are a lot of good people in this world, right? And they always try to remain truthful, and they always try to remain content. But the sad part, the unfortunate part is they are not able to do that, because it is still in Maya. Only Guru Shabad, Guru's Shabad, Guru Mantar, Guru's wisdom, and when we chant Guru's name, can make us in Sahaj, can put us in Sahaj, in peace. Not without that. Because mind has thoughts, and thoughts are always going to be there. What we have to do is, we have to make sure our mind goes in peace. And the only way, if we try to control our mind on our own, it will never happen. You can distract your mind, maybe watch a movie or something and all. That's distraction. It's not controlling the mind. Dutiye mata due manuk pahunchavu. He said he sent to Sat and Santok for controlling the mind. Tritiye mata kich karu upaya. And that didn't also help. That will not also help. Then he said, I need to do something. Third place, I need to do something. Because mind is not. This is Maharaj is writing this for us, for our minds. And mana di galla, sharir di nahi. It's for the mind, not for the body. Tritiye mata kich karu upaya. And then I thought I need to do something. And what did he do? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ what mind should do, what we should do whenever we are in problem. ਮੈਂ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਛੋੜ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਧਿਆਇਆ. I left everything and I went into the ਧਿਆਨ. ਸੁਨ ਸਮਾਦ, state of peace, state of sahaj. I started going towards the path of bhakti. ਧੁਨ ਮੇਂ ਧਿਆਨ, ਧਿਆਨ ਮੇਂ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਕਥ ਕਹਾਣੀ. Because when we go in peace, when we chant, when we meditate, when our mind goes in peace, then the mind has a power, energy of Naam, electromagnetic energy of the Naam, which can help mind to take the right decisions. Although our aim is to merge in one Vaheguru. The whole idea of meditation or dhyan is to become one with Vaheguru, because we have that one within us. It's not outside us. That naam, that shabad is within us. We have to merge in it. मैं सब के छोड़ प्रभ तू ही ते आया. मैं उन्हें जप्या. I did a simran. Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru. And then I went into the dhyan avastha. My mind went into the peace. Now, when I did that, what happened? Whenever we are in a problem, when we'll do that, what will happen? Maha Anand Achint Sahaj Aya. Maha Anand. The mind will go in the eternal bliss. One is a bliss, one is eternal bliss. Always in the bliss. And when we will chant, our mind will always stay in the state of bliss. Achint Sahaj. Achint is no worries at all. Chinta khatam ho gayi. Dushman doot मुए सुख पाया रहाओ. And they all these 5 thieves, lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, which keep on changing their form, वो खत्म ही हो गए. They are dead. दुश्मन दूत मुए सुख पाया. And my mind went in a peace. मन सुख च आ गया. Happiness is the true happiness is a peace of mind. Dushman doot, because these are varies, these are our dushman. Our foes are not outside us, our foes are within us. Lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, they are within us. And we have to do something so that they can die. Dushman doot muhe sukh paya rahao. That's a central idea. Whenever there is rahao, it says pause. Reflect on what Maharaj said and reflect on ourselves, which state we are in. When my mind went into the peace, then my Satguruji inside, that divine light, that eternal knowledge, that wisdom was enlightened. I went into the state of enlightenment. Satguru Moko Diya Updesh, that darkness of my mind went away. And then I got an Updesh. Updesh has an onkar here, meaning it is noun and it is singular. Here the Updesh is the naam, that Shabad. Satguru Moko Diya Updesh, that naam, that hukam, that will. I started understanding the purpose of my life. I got the naam. I started hearing the voice of Vaheguru, that Anhad Shabad, that sound, that cosmic sound. I started, because now what has happened? My thoughts are no longer there. The unwanted thoughts, the thoughts which I don't need, which were distracting me, which were giving me a pain, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਏ. ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੋਕੋ ਦਿਆ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼, ਜਿਉ ਪਿੰਡ ਸਭ ਹਰ ਕਾ ਦੇਸ਼. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ then I realized my mind and this body, ਪਿੰਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਿੰਡਾ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ, this body and my mind belongs to Vaheguru. It is his desh, it is his town, it is his country. Har ka desh, jiyo pind sab har ka desh. So that's why when we'll keep on reading this Shabad Guru Pyare, we'll realize that Maharaj is actually talking about us, our mind, Sada Desh, this body. It's not about some external things. It's about internal. Gurbani is all about internal, what is going on inside. Jio Pind Sab Har Ka Desh. Har means Vaheguru or God, Allah, whatever you want to say, Ram. Jo kich kari so tera taan. I can't do anything. My power, my energy, that Naam, whatever I have, whatever you do, it is all you. I'm nothing. And we have to go to the state of nothingness. Till the time our ego will not go away, we cannot go in the state of nothingness. Jo kich kari so tera taan. We have to surrender. We have to surrender. Tu meri oat, tu hai deban. You are my support and you are my court. All the decisions are going to happen in your court. तेरे दार ते ही सारा कुछ होना है. My karams are my lekha, my patri is going to be seen when we every day, Guru Pyaro, we have to reflect in the night or whenever we are going to sleep. See, reflect on it. What did we do today? मैं की किता? Did I do something good, bad? And remember, goodness will only come when we'll remember Vaheguru. When we'll remember Vaheguru all the time. Then only we can do any good. Simar simar har karan karna. Whatever action we do, we remember Vaheguru, then the goodness will come. Tu meri oat, that means then we are taking a support of, oat is support of Vaheguru. Tu meri oat, tu hai diban. Then you will decide what did I do, good or bad. But if we take a support of Vaheguru, then we'll always do good. Because it's not us, it's Vaheguru. ना हम किया ना करेंगे ना कर सके शरीर. We cannot do anything good. It's his kirpa, it's his grace, blessing. तुदनो छोड़ जाइए प्रभ के तार. And where should I go leaving you? You are my only support. I cannot go anywhere else. मैं किते भी नहीं जा सकता. In no side, south, left, north, east, southwest, we cannot go anywhere. Only because he is within us. We don't have to go anywhere. किते जान दी लोड़ ही नहीं. आन ना बिया तेरी samsar. Nobody is like you. No physical body is like you. You are the one and you are within me. And you are within everybody. The problem is we search for happiness outside. We search for peace outside. But the peace is inside. The happiness is inside. The naam is inside. The shabad is inside. Jo barmande soi pinde jo khoje so pave. आन नबिया तेरी समसर. तेरे वर्गा कोई नहीं. तेरे सेवक को किसकी कान. And why should you? I'm your servant. Why should I worry about anything? Why should I serve anybody else? Guru Pyareo, and this is very important in the history also, and this is not ego, right? If somebody forcefully tells you to do something, we don't do anything. If somebody forcefully tells us to respect them, we don't do it. But in love, we can do everything. Only we have to bow our head only in front of Vaheguru, not in the front of physical being. ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਝੁਕਾਣਾ, ਸਿਰਫ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ. तेरे सेवक को किसकी कान साकत भूला फिरे बेबान. But the sakat is the person who worships the maya, who worships the illusion, who will do everything of this physical world, for this physical world. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਾਕਤ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ. Now whenever we read this word sakat, we have to self introspect. अंदर ਝਾਤੀ ਮਾਰਨੀ ਹੈ. Are we sakat or are we sevak? Sevak is the person who do seva, who serve Satguruji within us. Sakat is the person who serve illusion, Maya. Maharaj says Sakat Pula Fire Biban. Biban is like when somebody is in forests or in jungle, and in the night time you can't see the street, you can't see the road, you go crazy. Same thing Maharaj says, Sakats, when people get engrossed in Maya, engrossed in illusion, people go crazy, the minds go crazy. And this is the nature of most of us in this physical world. We are becoming sakat. When we watch all the time the TV and the reels and the shots all the time, ਜਦੋਂ YouTube the short ਵੇਖੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ that's sakat. Mind becomes sakat. Now what we have to do, exercise for all of us, from morning till the night, check whether I am a sakat or I am a sevak. And we have to check. Maybe in the daytime, sometimes we will be sakat, sometimes we will be sevak. Now then we have to check how much time we spent in becoming a sevak and how much time we were sakat. And Maharaj says in Gurbani that we don't have to be sakat. We don't even have to do the sangat of sakat. We don't have to do a company of a sakat. Maharaj says, Duro jaiye paag, sakat sangna kije. When they don't do the company of sakat, if you see sakat, go away from them. Why? Because when, let's say, even if you are going to the Gurdwara or a temple or a church, wherever you go, right? Wherever people go, when we start talking about the gossiping, slandering, and all, and what is that? We become sakat. When we start talking about cheating, stealing, lying, and all, abusing, we become sakat. That's why company should be only with the saints. Sangat. Sat sangat mile so tarya. Guru prasad parampad paya suke kaset harya. Even the dry ones will become greens when we will do the company of saints. Teri vadiyai kahi na jaye. Nobody can sing your praises. Your greatness cannot be known. Full greatness cannot be known because he's invisible. And if you want to see him and if you want to merge in him, you have to make your mind silent. ਮਨ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿੱਚ, ਮਨ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਸਹਿਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗਾ, ਉਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ. We cannot meet him till the time mind is not in sehaj, in peace. ਤੇਰੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਕਹੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ, ਜੈ ਕਰ ਰਾਖ ਲਹਿ ਗੱਲ ਲਾਏ. And then when our mind will go in peace, what will he do? He will hug us. He will not just protect us. ਸਿਰਫ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੰਭਾਲੇਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸਾਡਾ ਜੱਫਾ ਪਾਲੇਗਾ. ਜੈ ਕਰ ਰਾਖ ਲਹਿ ਗੱਲ ਲਾਏ. And when we do Simran, there is a stage which comes, we literally feel like being cared, being cherished, and being hugged. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਜੱਫੀ ਪਾ ਲਈ ਹੋਵੇ. Being loved. Eternal love, eternal peace, which cannot be taken from a physical being. ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਹੋਵੇ. Maybe your parents, maybe your wife, your husband, maybe your kids. That love cannot be experienced with the physical beings. It can only be experienced from Vaheguru. Nanak Das, Das is a slave. We have to become a Das. That's why I always say Das is a very big stage. Some people just use this word a lot. But Das is something which is a very, very high stage. Das means somebody who has already surrendered to Vaheguru. Totally surrendered. They don't use their own wisdom, they use the wisdom of Gurbani, Guru's wisdom. Nanak Das Teri Sharnai. Who is Das? When somebody comes in the sanctuary of Vaheguru. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. That is the Das. Prab Rakhi Paj. Paj is the honor. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਪੈਜ ਰੱਖਤੀ. He kept my honor. Vaji vadai. Because when we are doing bad karmas, bad actions, we are being dishonored not in this world, but also on the other side when we leave this physical body. But if we come in the Sharan of Vaheguru, if we do good karams, and good karams can only be done through the Naam, through the Shabad. That's why we have to ask for that. And that Naam, that Shabad is within us. Nonid Amrit Prabh ka Naam Dehi mein iska Vishram. We don't have to go anywhere else to receive that Naam, that Shabad. It is within us. Sade andar hi hai. That's why Satguru Ji, Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Gurbani Guru is there. That Guru is there to guide us. Gurbani Guru. Bani Guru. Guru hai Bani. Vich Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani kahe. Sevak Jan Manai. Partakh Guru Nishtare. Whatever Gurbani tells us, we have to do that. Not just the reading, not just the memorizing, not just the singing, but we have to actually do it. Nanak Das Teri Sharanai Trab Rakhi Paj Vaji Vadai. How do you know that you are being honored here as well as in the court of Vaheguru? Vaji Vadai. Naam Jinke Manavasya Vajye Shabad Kanere. You will start hearing the sounds, the internal sounds, the cosmic sounds from inside, not from outside. Only when the mind is in peace. This is a very important thing to understand, Guru Pyareo. When we start doing Simran, our mind goes in peace. Your ears will hear some sounds, but they are the sounds which are coming from this physical body. We have discussed it because our body is made out of air, water, fire, earth, and sky. You will hear the sound of air, water, earth, fire, sky, which is good. At least you were not hearing those before. On Panchabad we can there. Now you are hearing it. But the ultimate Shabad, that sound which you will hear, where your mind will be straight and peace, is Sajtun, that Nad, that Anhad Bani. And that you will only hear when your mind is in peace. If mind is wandering, mind has thoughts, or worldly thoughts, then we'll not hear it. But when we will have thoughts of Vaheguru, when the mind is aligned to the love of Vaheguru, then you will hear that. Vaji Vadai. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Hanji Guru Pyareo. Anybody has any questions? किसी का कोई सवाल गुरु प्यारे हो?
हाँ जी वाहिगुरु जी, वाहिगुरु जी
हाँ जी
का की फतेह.
खालसा
Just
फतेह.
have a
And Ji,
quick
your voice
question
is...
about
Yeah, go.
reading Gurbanji when we're outside. Normally I would read.
Your voice is... Yeah, go.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, it was breaking before. I can hear it now. No problem.
Maybe it's better now. Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So I just had a question about reading Gurbani on our phones outside. It's not okay. Is that right? Somebody told me recently that we should not read Gurbani when we are outside, like in the world doing daily tasks. If we need to take Hukamnama or something, we shouldn't use our phone because we are wearing shoes or, this type of thing. And this thing changed my lifestyle a lot because I was often relying on Gurbani for guidance when I'm outside in the world as well. But now, because someone told me this, who I respect their thinking and this, my lifestyle changed. I don't read the Gurbani as much, and I was just wondering because you're often speaking about the body, like, oh, this is just serving body, this is what serves mind, and my thinking is that, like, if we are reading Gurbani for mind, what it matters if one is wearing shoes or something like this outside in the world and reading Gurbani on the phone?
No, I agree with you. I mean, it's to be honest, when we read a Gurbani, for example, if I'm memorizing the Gurbani, if I've already memorized the Gurbani, right, and I'm listening to it, or I am speaking in the mind, and let's say I'm wearing a clothes, or I'm outside driving a car or whatnot, right? It should not matter. It's there. I mean, people's mind will reach to that stage where they are always singing, right? They're always chanting. It's not about the physical body at that time. Respect has to be given to the Gurbani, especially when we are sitting in front of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, or we have a physical gutka in our hand. Then these things matter. But when you are outside and if you want to read the Gurbani or listen to the Gurbani or listen to the Kirtan, it doesn't matter. It's all love. You're doing it out of love. It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Vaheguru. This was same thing I was feeling, but I wasn't sure. Thank you so much, Vaheguru.
Okay, no problems. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਹੋਰ ਸਵਾਲ? Any question, Guru Pyare? आओ जी ਆਪਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹ ਟਮੀ ਐਂਡ ਲਿਸਨ ਟੂ ਯੂਰ ਵੌਇਸ, ਗੁਰੂ ਟਮੀ ਆਊਟ ਲਿਸਨ ਟੂ ਯੂਰ ਵੌਇਸ। ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ। ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਜੀ, ਐਨੀਬਡੀ ਕੈਨ ਡੂ ਸੇਵਾ। ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ।
Guru, Vah, 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 Guru, Ha 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 Guru, Guru, Ha 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 Guru, Guru। अंतर्गत सिमरन संगत जी, मन ही बोले, मन ही सुने। वाह गुरु, हम अवगुण भरे, एक गुण नाही, अमृत छाड़ बिखे बिख खाई, माया मोह परम पै भूले, सुत दारा स्यों प्रीत लगाई, इक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत, तह मलंत जम त्रास मिटाई, इक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸਰਣਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸਰਣਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ